we'll probably be doing a different scheduled call next week to record. I'll have to be texting as you'll be busy going all over Black Friday. Was there Black Friday back in the day of your romance novel?
No.
But but there's definitely Thanksgiving. So talk about what your research has shown from writing in that time period with Thanksgiving.
Well, they didn't have it. You're talking about
Is this before Plymouth? No, it isn't.
they're in England. They
They
don't.
could, they don't care.
In fact, they would probably be pissed off about having this because they're England. They lost. They lost the war.
So they were upset then, right? They didn't want to even talk about what
Oh
was happening
yeah. They
in that time period. Kind of take us to that time period.
well after the war, England didn't really want to do a whole lot with America. They were not happy,
Right.
and they had a rifle that was really it was the best rifle during that time period. It was called Kentucky rifle, and they didn't want anything to do with it, but it was a great rifle. And so my character needs a favor from the regent, the Prince Regent, and so he got this rifle smuggled into England. It was really good hunting rifle and killing rifle too. But so he took it and had it engraved, and then took it to the Prince Regent and gave it to him as a gift. And it came with stipulations because here's my gift to you. Now I'm asking a favor, and so Prince Regent did it for him. But they didn't have a Thanksgiving. We have Thanksgivings because of the Plymouth, like you're talking about. But I don't know if you can remember one of the best or most interesting Thanksgivings you ever had, but I can remember one of mine. One of my favorites is when I had a restaurant. I had a lot of, I called it a hairy leg bar, a lot of men that came into the restaurant at night, late at night, around 11 o'clock, and stayed till around 2:30. And when you get to know these people, you know their lives and everything else about them. So for the Thanksgiving, this one particular Thanksgiving, I had all these misfits. They didn't have any place to go. They didn't have family. They were divorced.
Right.
Any number of things. And so I invited all these misfits to come to my house for Thanksgiving.
Right.
I didn't expect maybe two or three to come. I had like, I don't know, 15, 16 men that came for Thanksgiving. And it was so much fun. They helped in the kitchen. One of them helped set the table. And we laughed. We had cocktails. We talked about our families, the reason why they didn't have any place else to go. And they talked about that afterwards for months to come. And I loved it. It was so much fun to have them at the house. Another thing that I used to do, and I did it every year, is I did, Elder Beerman was a department store, and they had this huge Thanksgiving Day where they had everybody come that
Right.
had no place to go. And we'd get hundreds and hundreds of people. And I worked that every year. And it was rewarding. It was really rewarding to see all these people that had no place to go. It's kind of sad, you know. And I always had a place to go. I always had my place to go. So that's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
Everybody should be grateful this year where there's so much to be grateful for, right?
Okay. No, I'm not talking about that no comment for me. Continue with specifically, let's talk about, so at that time period, was
Yeah,
there any holidays to celebrate before Christmas in that contemporary time period that you wrote?
they probably did. I haven't done a whole lot of investigation about it. I know that they celebrated the king's birthday every year.
You
Far,
mean Elvis?
huh? They
Yeah,
what?
I said
The, oh,
Elvis.
Elvis. No, it wasn't Elvis. Although, he's been popular for so long since he's been dead, but he'll be in the history books, I guess.
Okay, so all right, so interesting perspective. So for people that want to have a nice Thanksgiving treat, go ahead and pick up your books at
That's
minavalentine.com.
the thing. I don't know about where you live, but right now it's really cold. And I don't like to go out too much when it's cold. Of course, I will go out for a nice meal.
All right.
But this is a great time to sit down and read a book,
All right.
and specifically my book, because my books are really good and there's always a happy ending, right?
We're not going to talk about happy endings. All right. Appreciate it, Mina. Thanks.